Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 48 Now. I'm your digital host, Tatiana White, and I'm here today with Danielle Lewis, who is the CEO of the HBCU STEM Education Run. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Tatiana. Thanks so much for asking.
Yes, thank you so much for joining and for taking the time out of your day to come and talk a little bit about the HBCU STEM Education Run. And so the HBCU STEM Education Run is a run that strives to raise funds and awareness through fitness. Each year, funds are dedicated to an HBCU. The 5K supports their mission to educate, empower, and elevate HBCU STEM students through scholarships and career resources. And so, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and just tell us a little more about what this HBCU STEM Education Run is?
Yeah, for sure. So, hello, everyone. I'm Danielle Lewis. I am originally from Pell City, Alabama. I went to school in Oakwood University and also University of Alabama in Huntsville, studying math and mechanical engineering. And while I was in school, I was inspired by my mentor to be proactive about scholarships. And so I was able to exit that 5-year program with no student loan debt whatsoever. And so, because of that, I every time I was applying for scholarships, I would put it in my essays that I want to be able to do that for the next person. And so that's really why I started HBCU STEM Education Run. And like Tatiana said, our mission is to educate, empower, and elevate HBCU STEM students. And really, because there's so much opportunity out there, it just sometimes takes someone telling you about it and for you to be proactive about it and go after it yourself. So that's what I like to do with my company. And I'm excited about the opportunity that we have coming up with our 5K to raise scholarships for HBCU STEM students.
Yes, that sounds so amazing, and that you took the initiative to like create something like this for your school and like other HBCUs here in the community. So that is so great. And so, like, how did you kind of get it up and running? How did you get people to join? And because I know this one is the fifth annual run. So how has it
Yes.
like evolved over the years?
Yeah. Oh, wow. So it's been evolving over these 5 years because it first started out like completely virtual. So I started in 2021 during COVID and everything. I said to myself, I'm a runner in my personal life, and so I was like, I want to go do a 5K, or I want to go do a half marathon or whatever. But I wanted it to be around something that I was passionate about, something that I uh, felt inclined to give money and put money behind. And I looked and I was like, there's not really anything like this out there. So I decided to start it myself. So to go from 100% virtual in 2021 to in person in 2023. Yes, in person in 2023. Our first event was in Huntsville, Alabama, at Big Spring Park, and we had about, I don't know, maybe 15 people in person. But going on into our 5th year, we're going to have about 50 people in person. That's what uh, our goal is for this year, to have people from all over the community supporting us. And, the thing that I'm also very proud of is our amazing sponsors. So we have some really cool sponsors, whether it's Fleet Feet or the YMCA, or national sponsors as well, that have been supporting us throughout this journey and helping it to grow and really pouring into our mission and what we do. So yeah, I'm just really excited about the growth and proud of the growth that me and my team have able to accomplish so far. And I will say that we have expanded internationally. Officially, last year we expanded internationally with our events, and then also we raised over $10,000 specifically for STEM scholarships. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited about it.
That sounds so great. And like the fact that you were the one that kind of started this and you had a goal and you were able to make it happen. So that is so great. And from
Yeah.
15 to 50 is a huge jump. So
Yeah.
that is great.
Thank you, thank you. And it's always been a goal of mine to start my own scholarship too. So
Mm,
that through the work that we do, I was able to start my own scholarship at Oakwood
yeah.
University. So my alma mater is called the Max Support Scholarship. So that stands for the Math
Awesome.
and Computer Science Department. So students that are going to become future engineers and future computer scientists, they have the opportunity, like I said, to now graduate with no student loan debt because of that scholarship program. So something else
Yes.
to add.
I love that. And that is very necessary too, because the student loan debts and stuff, it can definitely add up. So,
Yes, it can.
yes.
And like students shouldn't have to focus on that right now. They should
Mm-hmm.
be trying to focus on school. Like engineering is hard enough.
Yes.
Being in school for 5 years is hard enough. So
Mm-hmm.
if I can, with the work that I do, assist in some way, shape, or form, that's what I'm here for, really.
Yes. And so, why do you feel it's important? Can you expand a little more for the importance of just HBCU and like STEM education and having events like this, especially for minority students?
Yeah, for sure. So the reason why STEM is so important and HBCUs are so important is because HBCUs, historically Black colleges and universities, graduate about 25% of Black STEM professionals. So that's science, technology, engineering, and math. And so even though they account for only about 3% of the institutions across the nation, so these are critical institutions that are producing these top talents, diverse talents for our nation, for our country, and are going to go on to become, the next CEOs and top engineers and scientists. And so, really, to be able to pour into that is is essential. Like point blank, is essential. And to be able to in another vein, the financial benefits of going into STEM professions that have, you know, typically higher like payments, salaries. That's what I'm looking for. They have higher salaries. Is definitely a benefit, specifically in communities of color and diverse groups. So to be able to have not only that financial benefit to the engineer, or that graduate personally, to be able to spread that wealth throughout their family as well. So for example, my mom was an engineer, so I kind of I'm a chip off the old block kind of thing. And I want to be able to keep passing that down as well, to say that, hey, engineering or STEM, or like I said, being a scientist, are viable options for your career path. And so, whether you're good at critical thinking or problem solving, using those tools and using those skill sets to be successful in STEM, just like you would be successful in another career path. And the last part about what I do is, in addition to pointing out that STEM is a viable career path, point them to say that these are the options that you have at HBCUs. Go to NCAT, go to Alabama A&M, go to FAMU. All of these options are there. You just need to know where to look.
Yes. And I think that's great. Like, this is just like that connecting point as well, just to kind of bring students together and, like, especially STEM education students. I feel like, sometimes they might not know that, oh, there's other people out here at HBCUs that are in my program or similar programs, and being able to lean
Mm-hmm.
on each other through, these 5K runs and things like that. So.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
what impact have you like seen, or any success stories that you've seen from students that have maybe benefited, or like from the scholarships and the career resources and stuff that have come out of this run?
Yeah. So a few things come to mind. One young lady, she was one of our scholars from Spelman College. We have an event called the Women in STEM Walkathon. So that's an event where we engage the community, allow them to tap into their competitive spirit and try to walk as many miles as possible throughout the month of October. And so with that event, we raised over like $1,500 or whatnot for Spelman College young ladies in STEM. And this young lady that was awarded the scholarship, she when she wrote back to me, she said, I didn't know how I was going to finish paying for the semester. She was a graduating senior. And I was just like, wow, just to be able to have that impact on this young lady's life. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know me from Adam or whatever. But just to be able to pay it forward to her, I really felt accomplished to have that impact in her life and continue to go on and do it for other young ladies as well. And, some of the other successes that we've had throughout this event by having 5K, this 5K event is we were able to partner with Oakwood University and host different electric vehicle workshops. So my background in mechanical engineering, I was actually working in industry in the electric vehicle sector, and I was able to bring those skills and those learnings to a STEM workshop at Oakwood University for incoming freshmen into Oakwood. So they were able to learn about the engineering design process. They were able to learn about circuits and designing circuits, and being able to really tap into their creativity and putting together an electric vehicle. So everyone had their own vehicle. There wasn't one right or wrong way to do it. And I the feedback from the ladies was that they learned a lot. Not only did they learn a lot, but they enjoyed doing it. So it helped to kind of inspire them in their journeys around STEM to be able to say, hey, I hadn't necessarily thought about engineering or these facets of STEM before, but after that workshop, they were able to, see those different possibilities.
That's so amazing. And I love that you're able to bring all these like people from just all different walks of life and stuff just together, and that they are able to do like some of these organizations are able to partner with you guys so they can get
Yeah.
that experience from like the professional level as well, and be able to grow in their craft and be able to grow just in school and not just the like book part of it, but also be able to do the
Exactly.
hands-on part. So
Yeah, exactly. And kind of speaking of the organizations that have been like pivotal in some of the work that we've been doing, and even from starting from when I was in college, the National Society of Black Engineers. I'm a big advocate for the National Society of Black Engineers. I was my chapter president at Oakwood.
oh,
I got my first
okay,
internship. Yeah,
awesome.
I got my first internship from their NSBE National Convention, and it's kind of full circle because that's where I had my first through my my job. I had my first opportunity to work with scholarships and a scholarship program. It was the Cummins Nesby Integrated Pipeline program, and so that was the first hint that I could do something like this, similarly, and have an impact with the things that I do. And now we have some partnerships with the local the Nesby chapters in Huntsville. So the Bulldog chapter of Nesby, so that's the Alabama A&M chapter of Nesby. They're going to be out there running with us on April 6th, and also the North Alabama professional Nesby chapter is supporting us as well. So really a full circle moment. And anyone watching this, if you're interested in engineering or the resources out there, I would definitely encourage you to check out the National Society of Black Engineers.
Yes, that sounds like a great resource for sure. And what can participants expect from this year's run, both like virtually and in Huntsville? And so, like, I know there's that virtual component. So, can you talk a little bit about like the in-person and virtual?
Yeah, for sure. So if you're in Huntsville, Alabama, we're gonna be out there April 6th at 8:30 in the morning, bright and early, and we're gonna be out there at Big Spring Park. Everyone is gonna have a nice tech T-shirt, a finisher medal. There's gonna be different STEM activities on site, sponsored by some of our amazing sponsors like STEM Media, the Black Math Academy, all these wonderful organizations that are helping us put this event together. So something for all ages, whether you're young or older, it doesn't matter. And you can do 1 mile or a 5K, and you can walk or run. So like I said, it's really something for everyone there. So if you're in Huntsville, definitely check us out and register. And the link to register, if you're tuning in, you can get $5 off with tinyurl.com/WAFF save 5. So that's the promo code if you're in Huntsville and you want to join us. And then the virtual aspect, it's the same thing. You can do 1 mile or 5K. There's even a half marathon option for my runners out there. And you get the same thing. You get the shirt, you get the medal, and all of those things from all of the swag bag items from our sponsors. But the only difference is you can run it anywhere, anytime within the month of April. So you have the full month to complete it. We ask for people to send in their, victory pictures so we can keep up with you as you're participating throughout April. But it's an opportunity to be included no matter where you are. So, like I said, we have people in internationally, Japan, here and there. So definitely check it out, and it's something for everyone.
Yes, that's so cool that like it's international too, so like you can just run and join wherever.
Yes,
um, and
literally, someone in Japan like participated before, and I was like, oh wow,
yeah, so
like
that's
I can't
so
even
cool.
imagine.
Yeah, that your reach got that far. Like
Yes.
and so for those who may have not like run or like they're kind of in their different fitness abilities, what
Yeah.
would you say to like just encourage them to sign up if they're feeling a little like I don't know if I can do this? Like what would you just say to encourage them anyway?
Yeah, I would encourage you to just come and be present. It's really going to be a great time. Besides the walking and besides the running, it's a networking opportunity. And I want to reiterate that it's a community event. So we're going to be out there with music and games like long games, giant Jenga, all that stuff. It's going to be a fun time just to be there in person and hang out with us. So whether you run or not, or walk or not, it's still gonna be fun. And if anyone was maybe discouraged about the fitness side of things, I would just encourage you to be out there and soak up the sun. It's something energizing about being outside and letting the sun hit your face. The weather is starting to break, and it's beautiful out in Big Spring Park. So even if you just want to come and enjoy and have a good time, you're still definitely welcome to be out there with us.
Yes, and Big Spring Park is beautiful. Like I just moved here about like
Oh
2 months ago, but it is so nice.
yeah. Uh-huh. Where are you moving from?
I'm moving from Tallahassee, Florida, so whole
Okay.
new vibe.
Okay, well, welcome.
Thank you. And so, how can people support this initiative beyond just participating in the run? Can they donate anything to help you all with this initiative?
Yeah, for sure. Anyone that's tuning in and watching, we would love to have your support. Like I said, our mission is to educate, empower, and elevate HBCU STEM students through scholarships and career resources. We definitely could not do that without our supporters. So, whether you run or whether you donate, it all goes to support that underlying mission of what we do. If you would like, you could register or donate at hbcustemmer.link/register. On that site, there's the link to register and donate. You'll see the different options that we have, whether it's donated to Oakwood or the Hidden Genius Project, which is our charity partner as well. All of those things support the work that we're doing. And the last thing I'll say is that we also have different merchandise. If you want to support in that way and buy something, we have shirts like this. We have sweatshirts with our mission to educate, empower, and elevate. And you can search more about that and see what we have to offer there at hbcustemmer.square.site. So a portion of every sale also contributes to our scholarship fund. So really, those are the three ways to support, and it all goes to scholarships for HBCU students in science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yes, I love it. And I love like the three E's of like the educate, empower, and elevate. Like I just
Yeah,
love that. So easy to
yeah.
remember.
Right. And I have a sweatshirt too, just so if anyone, this is a crowd favorite.
Oh, that looks so
To educate,
nice. I
empower,
love
and elevate. Yeah. So check it out. We're really trying to show the representation and
it.
show the representation of Black individuals in STEM, their immense contributions to the fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. You see a lot about it during Black History Month during February, but throughout the year, we should be aware of these things, aware of the innovations that are happening, and see those individuals as something to aspire to. So that's another thing that we try to highlight.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that you guys have it like outside of Black History Month as well, so it can be something that's kind of done throughout the year and not just
Yeah,
in February.
for
Uh,
sure, for sure.
and do you have like plans to expand the event or like introduce any new initiatives in the future that people can look out for? Because I know people are probably going to go and enjoy this and maybe want to do more events. So is there anything else that people can maybe look forward to that's coming up?
Yeah, yeah. So we have two big events throughout the year. We have the 5K that happens in April, and then we have the Women in STEM Walkathon that's in October. Those are our big events, but we also have different, I'll say, kind of like pop-up events or challenges. So I mentioned I'm a runner actually. So I have completed 5 marathons, and so I kind of host challenges around that as well. And one, for example, was we called it the Too Fit to Quit Challenge. So um, between the end of December and going on into January, we allowed people to just exercise, exercise for 4 times or whatnot, and they get a free swag item from us. So different pop-up events like that. We also have things specialized for college students. So we had the Black History Month Scholastathon and also the Women's History Month Scholastathon, which is happening right now. It is an opportunity to incentivize young Black women, young HBCU women to apply for scholarships. And so all you have to do is apply for 3 scholarships. And, we would give you a gift card, an Amazon gift card, or a gift card to our shop to buy some different merchandise. So those are the kinds of things that we have on the horizon, and we're always looking to expand and reach to more campuses, to go to Tennessee or go to Texas or North Carolina. So if anyone's watching this that has some interest in helping us to expand in that regard as well, you can definitely send me an email at info@hbcustemmer.com to be able to reach out to me. And other than that, you can stay connected with us on Instagram as well at HBCU Stemmer. That's the best way to stay in contact with us.
Yes, I love it. And what do you hope people take away from this experience? Like, what's one message that you want to leave with your audience?
Yeah, I would say one message that I want to leave with the audience is that, don't be the one to count yourself out. So anyone that's tuning in, whether you're a student or, an adult applying for a new job or anything like that, let me be the first one to tell you that you should not count yourself out. You should always attempt to go for that opportunity, and reach for the stars. And, if you're applying for something or a new opportunity that is calling you, then it's your job to apply, and it's their job to find the best candidate. So I have fallen into that trap before, of where I discredit myself, and I think it's not uncommon for us as either Black individuals or sometimes women or whatnot to have imposter syndrome around, I'm not qualified for this thing. And so like I said, I want to be the first one to tell you that yes, you are qualified. Yes, you should go for that opportunity. And there are other people like you that are looking to you as inspiration. And also, there are people out there that want to see you be successful. And I'm one of them. I want to see you be successful. So, if you're interested in what we do and interested in STEM, then we want to be your community.
Yes, I love it. That was such beautiful advice, and I think it's amazing that you're doing this for the community and just creating that like safe space for people and a way for people to just come together in the community just to have somebody. Because I think everybody needs to have like a group of people they can lean on, especially while in school and going through something like
Yeah,
engineering and stuff. You need community through that. So.
for sure.
And where can you just restate like the website and stuff where people can sign up or learn more about the run? And is there like a specific deadline people need to look out for to sign up?
Yeah. So the event in Huntsville is April 6th in Big Spring Park. The deadline to register is April 3rd. So you definitely want to be able to go online and register before April 3rd. So the link to register for that is tinyurl.com/WAFF save 5. So that'll give you $5 off if you're tuning in and watching this interview. And if you want to support or donate virtually or donate to one of our causes that we support, you can go to hbcustimmer.link/register. You'll see the registration button, and you also see the donate button. And then the last one is if you want to have some cool merch like this shirt or the sweatshirt that I showed earlier, you can go to hbcustimmer.square.site and buy some merchandise and contribute to our scholarship fund that way.
Yes, that all sounds so great. And is there any final thoughts or messages or anything that you would like to share to potential participants or supporters?
I guess the last thing that I would like to share is that I really can't wait to meet you guys out there. I'm really looking forward to this event because it is our fifth annual event. We've been coming to Huntsville year after year, and I'm just looking forward to meeting the rest of the community that's going to be out there with us celebrating STEM.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to seeing the turnout. What you're doing is so amazing for the community, and I'm just so glad that you took the initiative and you took a chance on yourself and like stepped out on faith and did this because it's clearly growing amazingly. I'm just still amazed by the 15 to 50. That is just great. So you're doing wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. And thank you for joining me today. And thank you all for tuning into 48 Now. And don't forget to sign up for the HBCU STEM Education Run. Registration for the in-person event ends April 3rd, and you can sign up for the in-person or virtual event online at hbcustimmer.link/register. Please come out and support. The in-person run will be held at Big Spring Park on April 6th at 8:30 a.m. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day.